Guess we never needed to do anything with that. Oh, we're good.
Hey, look! I don't like the way that chandelier is swaying.
Oh my goodness!
Probably just watch all the
If
random
it does
endings
fall,
online
it'll
too.
crash
Since
right
all it
onto
is the amount of
Justine.
points you got.
Oh my, let's hurry!
Pretty sure it was this one. I got it first try last time. And the others could just be locked for all I know.
This. The
Jesus,
sound
just
came
open
from
it.
inside this thing.
Mr. Briscoe, there's a room back there.
Mr. Briscoe.
What's a room doing there? It.
What are these random sound effects? Sounds like it was inside a fucking Suda's like kitchen or something. Just recording it.
Try putting the balls in the rack.
I don't remember what it was, but it says it on the guide here. I might remember. Never mind, I don't remember. I had to check immediately when I said that.
There, they're all open now.
Okay, hang on.
Thank goodness you're safe now, Justine.
But what?
Yeah, it says here that I think she's invincible during this boss fight. So, I
Hey,
don't think we can fail it. Probably because it's just got random extra contextual things. I don't understand
It
why this
opened!
music.
ah! A monster!
She just flew away, dude.
Monster roasting over a campfire.
Oh,
All right.
alright, the mansion we did to a certain point, I think. No, wait, maybe we did the mansion the whole way and it was the level after we didn't do. Yeah, the church. Yeah, the church we died in, or had her die. Just go through this whole thing like usual. I think we just had to run to the back there. Gotta wait for her to decide to go though. A ghost pop, but I don't give a fuck.
Looks like the basement. It's a...
I don't even know how many different things we've got coming. I guess the church is gonna be different. Oh, thanks, boss.
It's a...
You excited for tomorrow, man?
What?
Are you pumped? Are you? You're alright. You're good. I want to play with you guys, man. It's gonna be tough. We'll see. I'll do my undead shit for a bit, and then maybe I'll go alliance. I don't know. It'd be cool to play with people, but I'll be going pretty hard anyway, so it's like it'll be hard to keep everybody together. It's not like it has Final Fantasy's like scaling system, so. But even then, just doing Upper Blackrock and shit like that'd be kind of funny. If leveling was quicker, I would just say I'd do 2 characters, but it'll take a while. Damn, got over here quick. It'll be good conversation anyways, though. Chit chat about Horde side while people are doing alliance. This part was really funny, I think. We're just gonna watch it anyways. I don't think I can really skip it anyways.
All right! That was awesome!
Mage alt when he's not on.
Damn! Looks like we're out of bullets.
Maybe I'll be able to keep up if I run 2 dudes. We'll see. I probably just do my 60 rogue and then see what happens.
That monster's in heaven.
I don't even know what I'd make on alliance. I guess I could make my warrior.
Hell.
Instead of making him an orc, I could just make him a human or some bullshit.
That was amazing.
Let's get going, lady. I don't remember which one we were supposed to go into. Don't matter much. Yeah, the two classes I played to any extent in vanilla was Rogue and Warrior. I had a little bit of everything, but the only ones I think I leveled the max were those. I think I did some mage. Maybe the next most, but that's about it. Mage alts, yeah. Yeah, maybe I would do a mage on Alliance. Warrior on dude, I wouldn't want to level like 3 separate things though. We'll see what happens. And they really want to give you a chance to check that note. Yeah, mages are super useful then. Charge money for them ports, baby. Oh, you can't? Oh shit. Has it always been that way? Guess not.
This door?
I've rarely done like double races. Oh, on PvP servers? Yeah, I've never been on a PvP server in a while. Well, no, I did. I transferred some characters to PvP, but I didn't start any on there, so.
Hey!
Mister?
What, just so you can't like log in and shit on, like, talk to people and shit? I guess I couldn't do an alt then. Oh, whatever. Alright, this part, apparently we have to stand. Did the horde on a different server? Yeah, we'll see. I'll probably just do Undead Rogue. Just kind of bask in the nostalgia. Alright, so this bird apparently he spawns shit on me, so I need to move so it doesn't go immediately to her. Or maybe this isn't this isn't the boss. Oh yeah, it's not.
Just trying to kill it the usual way isn't going to work with this monster!
But what can I do?
Chase her up to the balcony.
Watch out! Above you!
Uh-oh. The hell, you aim down here? Guess that's it.
Yeah! Got it!
I killed him! I killed Jeff! Oh, my poor Jeff! Oh, I killed him! And all those others are dead too.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
we didn't have any other choice.
Yeah, you did kill him.
Those guys, they weren't the people they used to be. They were just monsters. Don't think about it. Think about what we're gonna do next instead.
I think I'll stay behind.
Huh?
I want to investigate the city a little more. And maybe I'll find something I can do. Something I can do to help.
What?
Okay, if that's what you want. The two of us will head to the main headquarters of the Zaka TV group. I bet that's where the chief is. I'm gonna give her a piece of my mind. Tell her just how it's been going for us out here.
You tell him,
Good
Briscoe.
idea. And give her a piece of my mind for me, too. Tell her she's a real bitch.
Will you be okay by yourself?
Yes, I'll be fine. You two be careful, too.
Man, I can't believe all the stuff we've been through. But I doubt we've seen the end of it. This fog just won't lift. It's really hard to see.
God, there's so many levels for Justine.
Hey!
And I like how they quoted a lot of the levels in later parts of the game, even though we didn't do them. So stupid. This next level, we can just skip the whole thing, pretty much. We've seen it. The ones after it, though, it's about 4 new levels. And then I think it's just stuff we've seen again, minus a few things. Maybe not, actually.
Look! Doesn't look... How did...
So weird that having these people die or whatever, just straight out skips level, that's all it does. And pretty silly. Last time we peeked on him. I guess we'll peek on her.
What? Are you filming me? Stop that! Stop that right now!
Gotcha on film.
That's the worst thing a cameraman could ever possibly do. I can't believe Dwight works with a despicable lowlife like you.
Mm-hmm.
You disgust me.
Nobody cares, man.
Man, that's...
Briscoe, what are you doing? I'm sorry you guys can't get the full retelling of the story here, but like I said, we've seen about half of it already. Not much point seeing it again.
Briscoe! We brought the car back. Briscoe!
This one's about over here.
Briscoe!
I hear I let her die, but
Shoot it, Nina! What a scoop!
what a scoop! I guess I have to tell you the shotgun's working because normally it wouldn't.
Fire! Here? All right, you did it!
Look how you get more scoop for killing these
That's
things.
nothing compared to that bear I killed one time.
What? Yes, it is. Like letting them die is just a
That
waste.
thing wasn't so tough.
Don't let your guard down just yet. In the movie.
God damn it, stupid monster! Damn it! Run, never mind me.
What? We're not gonna leave you!
Keep shooting
I can
it.
take this thing. Just get out of here. I'm all right. I've still got some bullets left. I'll make this thing blow up from inside.
What the fuck?
Ah! Look
Why did the room fuck? Why did the cabin explode, dude? Dude, it's so much better just letting them live because it's just stupid shit happens. Let them die just dumb. Yeah, she's got a few bullets and that makes her a fucking bomb.
Hey, we're just about to arrive at headquarters. We never would have gotten this far without Nina. I'm really grateful to her. We're here. The fog is thick here, too. We might run.
Mr. Briscoe,
Anne or Justine or whatever.
you're all right. Oh, thank
So apparently, depending, like different
Yeah.
people can be here,
A lot of stuff happened, but we're still alive.
depending on who you leave and
Good
shit.
to see you're all right, too. How were things at home?
My family had already gotten away.
This is Justine, I thought, though. Maybe not.
I couldn't find Jonesy, though.
Maybe there's some other people
I'm
somewhere
a
else.
little worried about him.
Jonesy?
Jonesy's...
We've heard this. No, I think this is Anne or whatever.
Yikes! Monsters! Pesky runts! fire! Get it!
How'd I do?
Now we just hang
Yeah,
out
baby! You did it!
and they just kill everything. Alright, now we got like 5 new levels or some shit. And I assume more deep lore.
Okay, let's go. So the chief's in there, huh? Okay, let's go in.
Yes, let's. Excuse me? I'm Carly Reese.
Or she flips
What's
around.
going on? What's this disturbance?
What is this chick's voice? Man?
And a camera, too. What's the meaning of this?
Like she's fucking in on it or something.
We want to talk to you about something.
Oh, you do you? And what might that be?
Well, it's,
Hey, what's the matter? Go ahead and tell her.
well, you see, it's,
Speak up now.
What about
It's
you,
your
Briscoe?
job to communicate, isn't it?
oh, yes. Yes, you're right. I don't think I can do this, Mr. Briscoe. When she looks at me, I don't know.
What is this?
I get all flustered and I can't speak.
What?
The fuck's everybody an idiot?
Could the rumor be true? The one about the chief having special relationships with her
What
reporter.
is this dialogue?
Pamela denied it, but I don't know.
What are you two whispering about? You're being very rude, you know.
All right, fine. Listen, Chief!
Let's see. Your name was Briscoe, wasn't it?
Yes, that's right. Briscoe.
There's always such a cock for her.
Gee. You know my name? Wow.
The
I'm
fuck?
honored.
That's enough for Briscoe?
You have a reputation for doing fine work out in the field. You're the #1 candidate for this year's Flair Award.
Am I really?
Briscoe getting fucking just...
And of course, I've been thinking about a suitable promotion for you.
Wow.
Getting played, dude.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Mr. Briscoe, what happened to what you were saying
It's supposed to
before?
be funny?
Oh! Right! Of course!
What about the dead people,
Now,
Briscoe?
listen here, Chief. You deliberately ignored the government's evacuation advisory. You demanded that the news teams go out and cover stories. You unnecessarily put their lives in jeopardy.
Oh my! I never demanded that the teams do anything.
Just shut up and listen. And listen good, Chief.
What the fuck is this
I,
voice acting?
John Philip Briscoe, say this as a representative of all Zaka TV news teams. We refuse to get kicked around anymore.
I feel like he has social issues.
My, this is fascinating. Do go on.
So this is what you're gonna do, Chief. Find
Jesus.
out what happened to every single news team member that
Look at
disappeared.
his arm freaking out.
And make sure we all get safely evacuated. You're gonna do these things, and you're gonna do them right away. You got that? And you're gonna apologize to and compensate the families of the team members who died. I want you to promise you're gonna do these things right here in front of this camera.
There's no need for that. All those things have already been taken care of.
Oh, they have? But hey, wait just a minute. Show me you're taking this seriously. Don't delegate these things to your staff. I want you to take care of them personally.
Briscoe, let me share something with you. 5 hours from now, there'll be a military rescue transport at the airport. That's the military. Do you hear me? I negotiated for this with General Sanders personally, you
General
see?
Sanders.
Now,
That's what made it
I
Colonel
hope you're
Sanders.
beginning to understand.
Oh, I see. A military transport, you say? Well, that's great. I guess somebody as important as you would have lots of high-level connections like that. Gee, well,
So, Briscoe, would you like to be on that transport?
well, sure. Of course.
You want to get out of here?
Yes, I'll do anything.
Well, then I have a little favor to ask.
Just go getting work so easy.
Favor, ma'am? What is it?
One of our men is being held in detention in a certain place.
Held in detention? What for?
Please, don't ask. The man's name is Glenn Buckland, I believe. With the confusion of the evacuation advisory, I'm afraid he was left behind, still locked up. We just can't leave him there now, can we? I'd like you to go rescue him.
Okay.
You want to make sure every single employee is all right. Isn't that what you said?
Well, yes. Yes, of course. So, where is this guy being held?
In a research room at the Von Erich Library.
A research room at the library. Got it. We'll get him out of there.
And as I'm sure you've realized, this could be a big scoop. You know, a dramatic rescue scene.
So almost every level's new after
Make
this.
sure you get it all.
Minus like
tape.
half of one of them.
And as for your report,
Yes, ma'am.
your work hasn't been quite up to snuff lately. A news reporter has to be professional and accurate at all times, you know.
I'm sorry.
A pro never makes excuses for herself. Take the chance you're given and get it right. This next report will be your moment of truth.
Yes, ma'am. I'll do the best job I possibly can.
You do that. Very well. That will be all.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Excuse us then.
Jesus, they got worked, man.
Mr. Briscoe. That didn't go very well, did it?
I don't know what happened. I couldn't help it. It was like I couldn't go against her, you know?
No, you're just weak, people.
Didn't you feel the same way?
Yes.
Gonna
Whatever
have
the
some
chief
kind of mind
asks me to
control
do,
thing.
I feel like I really have to give it my all, even if it means risking my own life.
Yeah, me too.
The fuck?
Let's go do this thing then.
Yes, let's. Let's head to that library. Will you drive?
Sure.
Jesus, dude. How would you not get the suspense rating? A lot of this doesn't even. You'd have to try so hard to get the erotic or the immoral one. Everything's suspense that's in the normal game. You'd have to just like do upskirts without looking at anything else. Be more about avoiding the other things than anything. Alright, this new
So
stuff.
they locked the poor guy up. That's
Well,
going
we
way
get
too
actual
far.
story here.
I wonder what for.
I bet he was fired.
What are you talking about?
That's right. You know, like the company wanted to do a little restructuring, so they made him work under intolerable conditions until he quit.
Yeah? And then what?
Like maybe on the pretext of having him concentrate on gathering data without being disturbed, they shut him up in the library research room during his working
Quite the
hours.
theory there.
And then they were just
Jesus
going to keep it
Christ.
up until he got fed up with it and quit on his own.
That's outrageous.
Yes, it is. But if we don't do a good job on this report, it could be us next. And we want to escape the city and get out of this fog, right? So let's do our best.
Yeah, I'm with you. Look, we're almost at the library.
Wow.
Three, two, one.
I hope we have some big Kino moments.
Good evening,
coming.
everyone. This is Carly Reese. I'm reporting to you now from in front of the Von Erich Library. Our news team has remained behind here in the city, still covered in a mysterious fog, to bring you the news. Apparently, according to information we got just recently, there's a man still here at the library who was shut up and left behind in a research room. We're just about to go in and rescue him.
Not even if there are any monsters or not! Exclamation point. Why does it take this long to read from now on? Jesus. We'll have to do our own research. And we're at the library. Research at the library. Amazing. Carly. Good God, this takes so long. We know who's in it, man. Well, it's like he just purposely makes these, like, agonizingly slow. Like a fucking 5-year-old made this shit, man. Finally.
We're here inside the Von Erich Library. There's no sign of anybody around. The staff has probably all evacuated already. We're now going to try and find the research room where the man is reportedly being held. This is the checkout desk. This is where books would ordinarily be borrowed from the library. As you can see, there's no one here now.
Okay.
As you can see, the library's interior is dim.
Jesus.
The shelves are filled with row upon row of neat, orderly books. It's deadly quiet here.
Deadly quiet.
Here are stairs that lead to the basement. Let's go see what it looks like, shall we?
Yes.
Usually, this library is a place where many people gather to read and do research. Today, however, it's empty. It's a large space. There don't appear to be any books in here. This room must be used for some other purpose.
I wonder what. Storing information. Okay.
It seems
Erotic
to be a terminal
pointers.
for looking up books. But is it working?
Nope.
Oh, yes, it's working. There's something on the screen. What is it? Ah!
That's not a book research terminal. It's a security camera monitor.
Whoa.
A security camera monitor?
Who cares?
Well, what a surprise. We found a surveillance system that looks like a search terminal. It seems every room in the library can be observed right here on this monitor.
The fuck? Alright.
The way those books are lined up looks a little strange. Oh, there's somebody there. There's a man in the small room at the back. Say was locked in. He appears to be afraid of something. I wonder how we can rescue him.
I wonder how we can rescue him.
There's something written on the wall.
Michigan. E equals MC, Michigan.
Look at that! That clock is a little strange. It only has an hour hand.
Okay. Am I supposed to care about all this? You should look around a little more. Well, nothing happened on the first floor. Maybe there's something up here then.
Look, there's something there. It's so
The key.
small, I can't see it very well. Can you hear me? This is Carly Reese of Zaka TV. Can you hear me? Don't worry, we've come to get you out of there. If you can hear me, please answer
I
me.
wonder which person has the worst voice acting for these parts. Apparently it's pretty bad.
It's no use. I don't think he can hear me. It looks like it's electronically locked.
He's hauling ass, man.
Oh, it's a stepladder.
Convenient.
I bet I could use this stepladder to see what's on top of these bookshelves.
I bet you could.
What could it be?
Well, shucks, I don't know.
Ah, as you can see, I've found a key on top of the bookshelves. Does it belong to one of the library's visitors? Or maybe it opens one of the doors here in this library.
Imagine watching this shit live. Professional. Fuck. Why are we standing over here? Carly, man. Let's do it. Let's speed it the fuck up. I don't care about the books or the lore, man. Let the game tell us what it wants. Okay. Oh. Thought I had no choice for a sec.
I wonder what the second floor looks like. Let's go and see, shall we?
Yes. How exciting. How can they just go on air, then off air, on air, and off air? Like, what's in between, man? I think it would all be on air.
As you can see, the second floor also has book stacks. Many, many books fill the shelves.
And
I bet I can open this with that key. It worked! It opened! I wonder what this room's for. It seems to be a perfectly ordinary room. There's a desk and a few other things here and there.
yeah. Okay.
There seems to be some kind of note.
The answer to the equation, the date on the calendar, the arrangement of the bookshelves, the broken clock. Whatever that means. How's the spooky music, anyways? Oh,
Yikes! Monsters! Shoot him! Shoot him!
why are we waiting for him to talk?
Mr. Briscoe, hurry!
Hey, wait!
Those critters
for
insta-killer
me.
too. I don't know what this is. Oh, Fatal Frame? Yeah. That Fatal Frame's good in this game. Is hilariously bad.
We did it!
Wow.
The electronic lock opened. Let's go in. Glenn! Are you all right? I'm Carly Reese from Zaka TV. We came to
Oh,
rescue
he's
you.
dead. They're apparently figuring out the clues is really hard. This dude in the guide says that he didn't even do it.
He's been killed.
Briscoe just tells you what it is after a
Monster
couple
maybe?
attempts. So.
Oh, look!
It's an air vent. A monster must have gotten in through there and attacked this guy.
Something terrible
Yeah,
has
Fatal Frame's
happened
great.
here.
I gotta play the other ones.
A monster. A monster got into this basement room.
Where we are right now.
Zaka TV news team did our best to get to him as quickly as we could. But I'm afraid we were too late. When we ran into this room, he had already been killed in the horrible way you see here. The monster probably came in through that air vent, killed the man, and then vanished. Our news team is now in danger too. We feel bad to leave the poor man lying here, but I'm afraid we'd better
We're
leave
just
at
having this
once.
conversation.
I'm Carly
On air.
Reese, reporting to you from the Von Erich Library.
Okay, that was good.
I hope the chief will think so too.
Oh, I bet she will. What with the gross footage and all.
Okay, hold on a minute.
Like how they just don't care.
Look, it's the man's notebook. Could you film this for me too?
Look. 3 days. Club Gotchi. Dr. O'Connor.
Was it because he knew too much?
The last one we did
There's
with Dr.
something
O'Connor.
written
I
on
guess he's the
Tuesday.
dude.
He was supposed to meet a Dr. O'Connor at Club Gochi today. I
Gucci.
wonder who this Dr. O'Connor is.
I wonder. But I bet he's the one who knows the real facts behind this mysterious fog and the monsters.
So you want to go there?
Of course, Mr. Briscoe. It's a big scoop.
Of course, Mr. Briscoe. Mr. Big Scoop. Awesome. Damn. Yeah, you guys been having that pizza nonstop. Tasty though.
You're really fired up, aren't you?
Well, I'm scared too, but I'm even more angry. We don't have any answers, but we've been attacked by monsters and seen people get killed and everything. Why did so many people have to die? I want to know why.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. Look, we're pulling up to Club Gochi now.
Yeah, I mean that happens, dude. I used to have a lot of those super low energy days for like a month or so. I did before. It'll happen occasionally now, but yeah, no, it is.
Good
Club
evening,
Gosh,
everyone.
yeah.
Good evening, this is Carly Reese. This is Carly
What Reese. The fuck?
Following up on our news team has been able to learn that Dr. O'Connor, a man thought to know what's behind the tragedies that have been occurring here in Chicago.
What the fuck is going on?
At Club Gucci. Just what kind of man is this Dr. O'Connor? And does he know the truth? And does he know the truth? These are questions that will hopefully soon be answered.
Double music. 2 audio tracks.
As you can see, it is pitch black here inside Club Gochi. We can't see anything. Mr. Briscoe, can you turn on the lights? We can't film like this.
Hold on, I'll flip the switch.
We don't have a flashlight, of course.
Oh, here it is. No good. It looks like the breaker is off.
Where's the breaker?
How should I know? I can't look for it in this darkness.
So what
Even
should we
you?
do?
A little bit.
We can't broadcast a
It'll be good to play some
pitch-black
decent shit.
report.
I definitely will need a break.
Let's see.
There's been a lot of laughs
I
and
think
a lot
there
of
was
fun
junk
though.
shop in this neighborhood. Maybe we can find an infrared
But yeah,
unit
there's
for
been a
the
few
cameras.
really annoying ones
Let's go
too.
find that junk shop then.
Get in, everybody.
So it'll be nice to, yeah, when we do it again in the future, I mean, I doubt I'll do 7 days, but we'll make sure they're fun ones. Shit like Glover was a mistake. Well, not a mistake, I mean, I'm glad we did it, but that one was just fucked. Just boring, but I mean, what can you do? Oh, yeah? Yeah, Glover is maybe entertaining to watch, but yeah. It wasn't so bad it's good, it was just fucking bad, man. Slightly tilted, yeah. Oh, it was pretty tilted. That game was fucking me raw, man.
I've
No
been to this
lube.
junk shop before when we were in the area doing a story.
Well, lightly
The
salted.
owner was bragging they have everything under the sun there.
Really? Well, I hope he's
Well,
right.
We'll see when we get there. I'm gonna floor it.
I'm gonna floor. Shakedown. Yeah. It was a good one. I don't think any of the games weren't worth playing this week
It looks like a pretty filthy
Yeah,
place.
that's
for the
right.
marathon.
Do you really think they'll have an infrared unit for the camera?
There's a
there?
few that didn't match the week that much, but they were all good enough for sure. I'll definitely do it again. I'd like to do more themed weeks, but probably for different kinds of stuff, or just film. You know, not film, but themed kind of days. You know, like maybe 5 days of point and clicks. Probably do 7 days of horror for Halloween, stuff like that.
Oh, yuck! It's all dusty in here.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
I
I've got
better
some
not get
longer
my
ones
clothes
recently.
dirty.
Torre 69. 2 to 51's so funny, man. Nice.
They're
Nice,
car
brother.
batteries.
Wow, so many 69. All these guns. We're not gonna have any of them.
There are a lot of monitors here.
Yes, they carry a lot of audio-visual equipment. Hey, did you hear something just now?
Huh?
Briscoe. Can't really do like a week of JRPGs because that's just like one JRPG, but themed weeks, good and bad stuff in it would be
Over here.
cool way to, kind of have discussion and stuff. So we'll see. The only problem with that is if like I need to go do something, and I kind of
It's a
have to do
key.
the days.
Wonder if it goes to something here in the shop.
And timing the games. It took a while to figure out not really the schedule, but the kind of the flow of
No good. It won't open.
about the key. That doesn't have a lock. Yeah, the which ones we kind of wanted to do and the hours and what games were worth 2 days and Fortnite week.
It'd be nice if
Well,
we
if
could
we
get
could have
into
a
the storeroom.
conversation for a week of that.
Shall I try the key I just picked up?
Could do like a week of battle royales mixed, but I mean, it wouldn't even fucking matter at that point. I don't think there's a whole lot of interest for me and for anybody for that.
It's nothing but junk.
Gotta be an infrared unit around here somewhere. Yikes!
But, you know, like 3D platformer week would be okay. I wouldn't mind throwing in games I've played before for some of those things, just for cool referential kind of shit. Farming simulator. Simulator week would be kind of cool. Try different simulators or some shit. It's kind of a genre I've never
Doesn't
gone
look
too
like
deep
there's
into.
anything else here.
Doesn't always have to be a week either, but it depends on the genre of game. I think a racing week would be okay. Some old and new stuff. Depends. Like I said, I mean, a lot of the problem is how long the games are. I'm the kind of guy who usually finishes all of his games. So, you know, if I was gonna play like a 30-hour game, it's almost half the week if I went ham. That's why an RPG week didn't really work. Even Mother 3, which is a shorter one, is still like 30 hours or something. But more team shit would be cool. I don't know if it's interesting for the stream. I mean, I haven't got like any falls really, but it's been fun. I've had fun with it. This kind of thing's funnier, you know, like the bad games and stuff, but there's more discussion and stuff to be had with the other stuff. But maybe not as fun to watch. Okay, what does she want now? Am I just gonna like go explore? What does she want me to do? I'm just standing here. Yeah, I would just have to get a hold of a lot of simulators. That's not something I have a lot of.
What are these things?
They're
I'd probably play a
antennas
good
and
Sims
tuners for
game.
radios.
Like an
We
actual
don't need
Sims, you
anything
know.
like that right now.
I don't know if the Sims, that's not really, is that a simulator? I mean, sorta. Yeah, farming one would be kind of cool. Yeah, it's a life simulator. I guess it kind of is. It's not like super realistic, but I mean, it kind of work. There's like the plane ones and the train ones and the trucking ones. Maybe I'll look for some of them on sale. One of those things like I wouldn't want to buy like hundreds of dollars worth of fucking stuff like that. If I was making like a lot of dough maybe from Twitch or some shit, maybe. You know, I just kind of fund the events, but I'm not gonna spend $100 on fucking bunch of simulators.
They're computer tower cases.
What are we looking for? I don't know if we need her to do stuff or if we're just doing it. Yeah, I'll definitely think about doing some more. I do want to do more multiplayer co-op shit, but that's the hardest kind of stuff to prep for. Some kind of impact. What the fuck?
Yikes! Monsters! Pesky runts!
How'd I do?
Yeah,
Time on
baby,
that.
you did it!
That it? Audio equipment. Yeah, I mean, there's like the tycoons and stuff, you know. Those are a little different, you know, like the roller coaster ones in the Sim Cities and stuff. But lately, there's been like actual like sim kind of crap. So it'd be cool to do. There's definitely some cool things that can be done. Like I said, some of those things could give me a reason to replay some stuff too. I don't know if I would do
What's
like
this?
themed
Oh, Mr.
console
Briscoe,
weeks.
isn't
Like,
this
ooh,
it?
N64. Like, I guess you could,
Yeah! An infrared unit!
but you'd have to pick some just like kind of
All we
historical
have to do
major
is
games
snap
and
this
talk
on the
about them.
camera, and we'll be able to shoot in the dark.
I think genre
Now
stuff's
we
more
can
interesting.
finally make a real report.
Or like Joe games or, you know.
Great! That's it then.
Yes, let's hurry back to Club Gochi.
So we just came here for this? Just for the fucking infrared, dude? Okay. Cool level, dude. Yeah, this is the last game of the week here. I guess I'll be doing WoW tomorrow. That's starting at 5 p.m. About 14... No, it's about 16 hours from now. I don't know how deep we'll go on WoW. Like I said, I'll probably level up to max, but... I mean, a lot of battlegrounds aren't going to be in yet. I'd like to do some PvP and mess around, but...
Does that infrared
I'm the only
unit
horde
look
guy,
like it'll
so...
work?
It should be fine.
Thank goodness. It looks like we'll finally be able to do the report this time.
We're nearly there. Make this report a good one.
I need to find out if
try.
control's going to be bad or not. Hopefully the reviews start coming out soon, or have already started coming out. That game shit I don't want to
Welcome,
play.
viewers. Club Gochi is usually overflowing with huge crowds of young people.
I'll look into it later though.
As you can see, however, it is now completely quiet.
Gucci.
With the power off inside the building, it's pitch black and we can't see a thing. The images you are watching now are being shot with a camera outfitted with an infrared unit. Can you see the interior of the club, viewers? The man named Dr. O'Connor should be somewhere here in this building.
Okay, that was good. You conveyed a real sense of tension there. Great report.
Great report.
Thank you, Mr. Briscoe.
Thank
Now
you,
then.
Mr. Briscoe.
It's pitch black beyond this point, so we won't be able to go with you. You've got the infrared, so you're the only one who will be able to see anything. There should be a main
Oh yeah.
power
I think we're
breaker
playing on
somewhere
White
in the
Man
building.
as the
You've
plan.
gotta find it, okay?
I guess that's a lot of big streamers on
All
there.
you have to do is switch the breaker on, and that ought to restore power to the building.
Okay. Oh, the streamers already said where they're going? Okay. Barely, you know.
Don't tell me. You're filming me right now?
Hey, are you there? Hurry up and find that breaker.
Spooky boys. Oh, they did update it. I mean, as long as the Gigano ones are there, it's not like I want to avoid every single streamer. It's not that big a deal. But that'd be almost impossible. I mean, shit, I'm streaming, you know. I'm not like big though. It's the same kind of idea. Like, I think if anything, like, just WoW's gonna be a good conversation, good trip down memory lane, and it's a big thing, you know. This kind of deal doesn't really happen where they.
There's something I've been wanting to say. Something important.
What?
Now that the cameraman's gone, I can tell you. You see,
Shh. I think he's somewhere close. You don't want him to hear, right?
Right. Hey! Haven't you found that breaker yet?
The fuck is a?
Has yet.
Yeah, I mean, as long as White Main's more of just kind of a normal server. Oh, guess we have to walk out over here. I don't know what FOMO is. Oh, fear of missing out? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's not wrong to not play it. I have a lot of history with it. There's a lot of discussion with MMOs to be had. There's gonna be a lot of people in here playing it. I do want to kind of relive it a little bit, but I won't go crazy. You didn't play it back then, I mean, I don't think it's a big deal. Sure, it's hype, but I mean, you can just kind of watch it and see. They're immune to the phone? Yeah, I mean, I don't know if any of my people I know outside of the stream.
The lights!
You did it! Now we can start reporting again. Come on back!
I don't talk to a lot of them though. Yeah, I'm not like too dying. I mean, I want to play it and get a quick burst. It sucks that Battlegrounds won't be there right away. That was where I spent a lot of time, but not a big deal. I just hope World PvP is fun, and you know, it'd be cool to do dungeons and stuff, but I don't know if I'll be doing many, just because I don't really want to play with a bunch of know-it-all randos. Why is this not open in this direction? The fuck? We'll see. I'm just gonna play it by ear. The thing, I mean, if I wasn't streaming, I'm sure I'd go a lot harder on it, but one of those deals, I have so many things to do on the stream and so much I want to do that I don't know how long I'll just stick to Nostalgia WoW. Yeah, I quit near the end of BC, so. And I spent a lot of my time raiding and doing Battlegrounds, and I'm not gonna raid this time, I'm not really as interested. I don't know how many random group shit I'm gonna want to do. Since most people in here won't be on Horde, it's just kind of like what's gonna keep me playing.
Right.
It's like just
Let's
leveling
begin the
and
report again.
World PvP, I guess.
Good job! Okay, here we go.
Welcome back, viewers. Thanks to the efforts of our news team, the lights are now on inside the building. We will now explore the rest of Club Gochi. Let's go, shall we?
I like the way she says that.
As you can see, Club Gochi is designed to look like a gigantic prison cell. Entirely enclosed in steel bars, it's rather disconcerting to be inside. But these days, Club Gochi is a popular night spot with a hip young crowd.
Yep.
This is the entrance.
Really?
Of course, there's nobody here to cart us today, so we can go right in.
Shut up with the fucking over commentary.
This is the dance floor. Ordinarily, this floor would be pulsating with the vibrations of loud dance music. But as you can see, it's now very quiet. This is the stage. There's some equipment set up for the DJ.
I don't know if they care that much. Maybe. I mean, RuneScape did that too. It's not like normal WoW's just gone. It's still gonna have a shitload of people. And they have shed on it recently. I mean, all the old people are gone anyways. I mean, they're the ones who decided to probably do it in part, so I don't know. If anything, I'd be like, damn, dude, maybe I should think about how to develop the new WoW a little better. If current WoW sucks so much, people want to just go play the old one. Like, sure, there's always, like, nostalgia that people are going to want to do, but, like, Would people
As
really
you
be
can
wanting this
see,
that bad
they
if
have
current
a
WoW
large
wasn't shit?
assortment of liquor, wine, and
Whoops, skipped it. So like, not like people aren't like, hey man, I really want to go play the original FF14, you know? Like, not really. Like, or like FF11, because it's the current shit's good, you know? It's kind of like RuneScape 3. People don't like new RuneScape. They start pushing the old school RuneScape and people like it. So I don't know. I mean, it's easy for me to say if I was a developer, but I would hope they'd be like, hey man, maybe I should try to not make a shitty game. I mean, nobody really likes the last few expansions. Legion was like okay, I hear.
This is the control room.
Current one's supposed to be horrible.
This is where they control the sound throughout the club by using this computerized system.
Private servers, yeah. But you don't hear people talking about like, I mean, maybe they do in FF11. I don't know. Like, the current FF11 sucks. I mean, I don't hear that with 14, and I've never heard that with FF11. But then again, I mean, I don't hear much about it at all. So people are always gonna say the current shit sucks, but with WoW, it's like really heavy.
Could that room beyond the stage be the VIP room?
People have been doing it forever with private servers. WoW's just trying to find a cash in. Not surprised. They're trying to cash in on everything. They announced they have another
This
mobile
is
thing
the
coming.
VIP
They just haven't
room.
said what.
Club Gochi's holiest ground, one could say. Could the man named Dr. O'Connor be inside this room? Dr. O'Connor, are you inside? Dr. O'Connor!
Okay. Well, maybe FF11 would get to the point where they'd make a private or old school version. I just don't think FF11 has enough active players anymore. WoW's still pretty popular, and people still care about it enough to
There he is! He's here!
even care about them
You're Dr.
rekindling the
O'Connor,
old
aren't you?
stuff.
What's this? Who are you people?
Why is he just sitting
You
here
there, turn off that
in the
cap.
middle of this fucking club?
I'm Carly Reese from Zaka TV.
Yeah, isn't
Our
the
news
mobile
team
one supposed to
came
be
here
single player?
especially to find you.
What in the
Yeah, that
world
was
are
a
you
long
talking
time ago.
about? You're making absolutely no sense.
Dr. O'Connor, we have reason to believe that you know what is behind this mysterious fog. What is causing the gruesome monster attacks all over Chicago? We're here to learn the truth. Will you grant us an interview?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Why on earth are you bothering me? This is completely outrageous.
Dr. O'Connor, you're supposed to meet a certain Glenn Buckland here, aren't you?
Huh? How did you know that? Did you talk to him? Why isn't Glenn here?
I'm afraid he's been murdered.
What?
By me.
Glenn?
It was a monster. He was attacked by a monster in the basement of the library. He had nowhere to run. We tried to save him, but he was gone before we could get to him.
I see. And you want to know more about what killed him, is that it? I'll tell you about it then. The monster that killed him is the military, the government, and Zaka Group.
Zaka Group.
What do you mean? The military, the government, and Zaka? Do you mean...
Trying to use that brain of yours, are you? Zaka Group is a huge enterprise made up of a parent company and some 1,300 subsidiaries. Did you ever stop to wonder how it got so big?
What exactly are you saying?
Shouldn't this be on air?
DNA. That's how.
DNA.
DNA?
Of course. Right.
I see TV turns even the brains of those who appear on it to mush. You must at least know that Zaka Group has a patent on its DNA manipulation technology.
Yes, well, that's a well-known fact.
But I'm sure your tiny brain has never imagined what Zaka could do with that technology.
Are you trying to skirt the issue by being rude?
Soon you humans won't be enjoying such superior attitudes anymore.
You human.
What are you talking about? Please stop talking nonsense. Mr. Briscoe! Mr. Briscoe!
All right.
Yeah, it's only 15 bucks
Calm down,
tomorrow
both of
too. If I had to pay like 60 bucks,
I'm
get
sorry,
WoW
Dr.
Classic, probably wouldn't bother.
Why don't we all have a drink? We can talk again after we've had a chance to relax.
Why do all of you turn to alcohol in every situation? Usually you hold yourselves in check. But then you use alcohol as a crutch and expect it to solve all of your problems.
Yeah, I'd trade 15
Isn't it
$1
all rather
cheeseburgers for
ridiculous?
a month of WoW Classic.
Besides, my body can't process alcohol anymore.
Wouldn't trade
In the
60
end,
though.
no matter what I tell you, it's not like it'll save you from getting infected.
What is this lunatic talking about?
Just a minute. Did you just say infected?
God, everybody I'm
The
with is an
virus.
idiot.
Virus? What virus?
Guy looks like a golden eye, dude.
Is your head an empty shell as well? The virus is what's behind everything that's been going on here in the city. You've seen them, haven't you? The people being transformed.
Now wait a minute. Are you trying to say that a virus is turning people into monsters?
Now you're finally beginning to catch on.
Oh my god! You can't mean
Oh my god.
biological weapons!
Making viruses on purpose? Why
This
would
isn't even an
anyone do
upskirt.
that?
Why does this count?
Isn't it wonderful? It's the latest form of bioweapon. The enemies are infected by the virus, and they turn into monsters and start killing each other. Its beauty is in its efficiency.
Just cameraman just
Wouldn't you agree?
looking right in front of him.
But I'm afraid this virus has been a failure. Those infected can't be controlled and their sense organs degenerate. They display excessive reactions to loud noises, which attract them. They just don't make good weapons.
How did the virus get spread all over Chicago?
I don't know.
Remember? There was a crash about a week ago. A small plane of unknown origin fell into Lake Michigan. Remember? Do you think the virus could have been on that plane?
Yes, it very well could have been.
Don't tell me you don't have a way to stop the spread and development of this virus.
They look like monsters. Yeah, he kind of looks like
This
that
guy
guy.
is completely bonkers.
The Silent Hill shit.
Of course there's a way. When making a virus, you obviously want to make a vaccine at the same time. This vaccine prevents people from getting infected in the first place. For those who have already turned into monsters, the vaccine euthanizes them mercifully.
Of course.
If you have a vaccine like that, why don't you use it?
The military carried off most of the vaccine. They took the lab animals too. I think they said something about transporting everything by train. They promised joint research, but they stole it all without contributing a thing. That's why I just can't trust the military.
Okay,
I
buddy.
just can't believe all of this.
Hey, give us that medicine.
Hey, he doesn't have it.
There's still time to save everybody.
Why do you humans always insist on remaining human?
What's the matter?
It looks like the symptoms of my infection are beginning to show. I have the vaccine right here.
Oh, he does have it.
Then why don't you take it?
I don't want it. It unfortunately can't be used in its current form.
So what are we supposed to do?
Fucking voice.
Why do you want to know?
Why wouldn't it?
You want to play hero?
Jesus, they're just yelling.